you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on some part of this bull run, whether it's going to be some coin that shoots up hundreds of percent, or you're going to miss out on accumulating coins before it moves up 100%. The reality is that you can't be in more than one place at one time, but you can learn how to use automated trading tools and build your own bot trading army to squeeze every little bit of profit that you can out of this bull market that we're in right now. This video is going to be a masterclass video teaching you the ins and the outs of DCA bot trading and a couple of strategies to get you going. This video is going to be long, so make sure you have some sort of notebook, some sort of pad and paper, pen, all that fun stuff. Take notes as you go. I'm giving you a little bit of a preview of what I teach to lots of different people without pushing my own stuff too much because I'm on the Coin Bureau trading channel, but I do have my own gig at the Better Traders, okay? So why am I teaching this? I've been doing this for longer than 5 years. I've actually given in-person masterclasses at a conference in Dubai. I've taught over 25,000 people how to do this exact thing I'm going to be showing you and explaining to you today. And I'm going to be the most qualified person because I've made the most mistakes. You can learn from someone else's experience. You don't have to make all the mistakes. You don't have to kind of figure it out and go through the weeds. Borrowed experience is the best teacher. Experience, it's helpful, but if you can't learn from your experience, it's not so great. Whereas borrowed experience, that is the key to becoming a better trader faster. So in this masterclass, we're going to be going over an automated trading strategy focusing on DCA bots. But before we do, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'm waiting. Right there, the button subscribe should just go, ooh, it glows actually. Watch, subscribe. Pretty cool, right? And like the video, okay? So here we go. DCA bot trading is essentially the bread and butter of what I do. The reason why DCA bot trading wins is because let's take away the DCA part from it. And let's just talk about bot trading or even automated trading, because bots might be a little bit ambiguous as to what they are. But automated trading is about learning how to maximize a trading platform that will execute trades on your connected exchanges on your behalf, whether you're in front of the computer, whether you're watching this video on the toilet. Looking at you. That's a little bit awkward now. I shouldn't have said that, but now it's a little bit awkward because it's true. Like 20% of you are on. Okay. If you're at work, if you're traveling, you're having a holiday meal and you're escaping the holiday meal because of all the tensions and you're watching this video on the toilet. So you get the idea. So the beauty of having an automated trading strategy is not to replace what you're doing. You can keep scalping. You can keep looking for fun meme coins to buy. You can look for new AI coins to buy. You can look for your own trade setups. That's fine. But when you use an automated bot trading strategy, it's supposed to be a complementary trading strategy that comes alongside what you're doing. That is where the magic happens. Now, I will say that this strategy is not for everyone. I'm going to do my best to explain it in a relatively general but thorough way, just because I can't give you all the goods in this video. I know, but you're going to learn a ton in this video, way more than you're expecting. But the main thing is that this is not for everybody. Not all of you have the patience to go through the understanding of how to set this up. And like any other bot trading strategy, the setup is basically 90% of the work. And the other 10% is just checking up on your bots, checking up on your positions, your trades, and seeing how things are going. Oh, I made a lot of money this month. I'm going to reinvest, or I'm going to do something, blah, 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 blah. That's pretty much it. So a lot of you will not have the patience to sit through the video, and I understand. That's fine. So go ahead and click off. Bye, you're missing out. Good. Now that they're all gone, let's get into this, because all of you that are here, you are literally going to get the cheat sheet to winning. And if you're still here and you're like, I don't know, just give me a minute, okay? Give me like 3 minutes and I'll show you why this is powerful. This data that I'm sharing with you is from the TBT, the Better Traders signals that's been collected ever since November 2020. I am a data hog. I love looking at data. I love analyzing data. I don't trade without it. So we've been running the Better Traders have been running these signals since November 2020. And unfortunately, we have a patch of no data because our data collection service was down regrettably, over the summer. But you can see over here in the performance that it yields about 2% per month or 4.49% per month for the BTC pairs, or for USD, it's more stable, about 3 to 3.54% per month. Some months are going to be amazing. Some months are going to be really terrible. It's 100% market dependent. And there is a time that is more optimal to run signals and to run this strategy with a little bit of a twist. And that's right now, literally right now as you're watching this video. This is one of the best times to run the strategy, but with a twist. And I'll get to that in a minute. But understand that this strategy is not going to work really well in a bear market. I have other signals that are designed to work in a bear market, but these aren't them. So the TBT signals were designed to be slow, safe, and conservative for people that are new to bot trading. And essentially what these signals do is they generate a signal over here on TradingView, and then they have a predetermined take profit percentage and DCA levels, or as it says here, safety order levels. And the idea behind the strategy is that when these alerts are generated, this is going to send a signal to whoever's following it, whether you're on Altrady, 3 commas, Pinex, or even using it directly on TradingView, and that will tell your exchange buy. And it has a predetermined take profit target and all these DCA levels. You'll note that there are periods here where nothing's happening, right? We have a couple of days of nothing burgers, and then we got a little dip right there, a little dip right there. Sometimes there's going to be a long patch of nothing. The idea behind these signals is not to be super duper active, to be giving signals every 15 minutes, because that's not really a winning strategy, a long-term winning strategy. The idea, again, is that this is a complementary strategy that will come alongside your active trading. So it's going to be generating profits in the background. Note that the time frame is really fast. It's a 3-minute time frame for these specific settings. So this is going to be a little bit more like scalping. And you'll also notice that this take profit target is very, very, very tight. It's actually less than 1%. So this is a scalping strategy. Again, some of you are going, oh, I don't know about that. No. It's not about putting all of your funds into an XRP bot. Not at all. I'm a huge advocate of diversifying your funds intelligently, not having 100 open pairs, 100 possible open bots, but having no more than you can count on both hands, okay? So the idea is simple. An alert is generated on TradingView that tells the trading platform, be it Altrady, 3 commas, Pinex, buy XRP, and then it buys, and then it has predetermined dollar cost averaging levels at which it buys more and more as it falls down until it closes in profit. Now, the reality of this, and I have no problem showing you this, when we look at the strategy tester, because I'm using a strategy up here, buy and hold will beat this. It will beat it every time. And the reason why is because this is not meant to beat buy and hold. This is meant to be a complementary strategy. So on the 3-minute time frame, this is probably going back on my TradingView subscription. It's probably going back maybe 2-3 months. It's generated 15%. Obviously, with the increase in XRP over the last month alone, it's way better to buy and hold XRP. So Aaron, what are you telling me? It's better to buy and hold, or is it better to run the bots? It's actually better in these market conditions that are bullish to run the bots alongside of your trading, like I said before, but we can use the bots to accumulate coins that we're interested in holding for the next 6 to 12 months. Now, it makes more sense right now to accumulate rather than to accumulate stable coins. What do I mean by that? If we go back over here to TradingView, if I'm buying XRP, then the price of XRP should appreciate over time since we're in a bull market. However, if we're in a bear market, the price of XRP should lose 70 to 80% of its value. That's the reality of a bear market. So when we're in bullish situations, it makes way more sense to use signals like this or some other sort of signal, but instead of selling 100% of our possible, or rather our trading volume in this one position, instead of taking 0.85% profit in stablecoins, it makes way more sense to break even. And what I mean by that is we're not selling the full amount. We're just recouping what we put into the bot. Why is this useful? Well, if we zoom out over here to just a couple of weeks ago when XRP was, like around 50 cents. Actually, it was less than 50 cents. Yeah, it was a lot less. And we know where it is right now. And I actually have to move this up quite a bit because we're at $1.46 right now, but we used to be down here. So for instance, this trade right here, that did close in profit. It would be a shame if you weren't accumulating XRP at 55 cents because now your XRP that you sold for a little profit of whatever, 0.85% or so is now worth 162% more. This is the perfect reason why bot trading is amazing because we can passively accumulate. We don't have to make a decision to go all in on anything. What we can do is we can use our trading stack of stablecoins so that way, every time we're taking profit, we're not taking profit in stables. We're not taking profit in USDT, USDC, USD. No, we're accumulating XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Doge. You get the idea. Okay? So the reason why the strategy tester is grossly outperforming is because this is just showing our equity growing over time, which it is. It's accumulating profits, but it's not showing the aggregate profits earned by taking profit in XRP every single time, by accumulating XRP with the bot strategy. I hope that makes sense. So please don't look at this and go, wow, well, this isn't really that amazing. It's kind of underwhelming. No, this is amazing because these trades are happening when I'm having dinner with my family in the middle, right in the morning when I'm just waking up for the day. Like I'm not going to be waking up to place a trade. And the reality too is that this is just one strategy. And I could be a lot more aggressive with a strategy like this to generate way more trades. Now, more activity will give me more closed trades. You'll see it pop up in a second. And yes, it's going to make a difference on the bottom line, but more isn't better. Less is more. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But for this specific strategy, it's using fixed values. So the reason why this is great is because it will run as an assistive complementary strategy. I want to go back over here to the data to talk you through a couple of the main central points about what makes this so great. Again, in bullish situations, you can see back here, November, December 2020, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 2021, even though we had a bear market in the middle of 2021, we still saw cumulatively, we made profit passively with the bot. Despite Bitcoin dropping by 50% from 62K down to 30K. Despite lots of other coins falling a lot further, signals that were passive made a lot of money. And what's interesting is that you're going to see the most money being made here in May. Why is that interesting? Well, if we go to the chart for Bitcoin and we look at the price action for Bitcoin back in May, your jaw is going to drop because it was not attractive whatsoever. And you got to give me a second to bring this up because you need to see this, okay? So we're going to take away all of our indicators. We don't need them. We're going to go back to May 2021. All right, here we go. So in May, right here, we saw the price of Bitcoin fall 50% over 2 weeks. This was a devastating blow to the market because so many people that were enjoying this and all doing crazy, all of a sudden, it stopped real fast. But what's interesting is that if we look at the data there, it actually says we made more when the price went down. That is the magic of DCA. And for this, I want to go back to the signals over here with XRP to show you this with a signal that literally just closed. When we get a base order, it's the initial trade. This is where it opens up and it's set to take profit at about 1%. Okay. Now, when we have the price coming down, there are set DCA levels. Okay. At 1.5% and 4.5%. Here's the idea, and this is why this is so powerful, especially when we have pullbacks like we literally just saw. When the market goes against us, the DCA bots are primed and ready and waiting to buy more as the price goes down because this initial base order is not using our full amount of volume. And this is where it's important to talk to you about this. Okay, so keep this in mind. You're actually going to be making more when you use up more volume. When we're using and employing those DCA orders, you're going to be making more than closing your trade with just that first base order. And I have the data to prove it. So over here, this is all of the safety orders data that's been collected for the last 4 years, almost 5 years, for BTC and USDT pairs. Now we're going to just come over here to XRP, USDT XRP. Now you can see these columns right here, B, C, and D. This is showing how many DCA orders are used. 0 means that it was closed with the first signal. 1 means 1 DCA order. 2 means it's the second DCA order. Now, these numbers by themselves aren't that helpful. It doesn't really give us a clear picture, which is why I have percentages over here. So we're looking at data for 234 total closed trades over the last 5 years. 57% of the time, almost half the time, and let me just zoom this in so you can see this because it's so important. 57% of the time, these signals will close with that base order. This is looking at a pretty massive data set. And then 27% of the time, about 1 in 4 times, we're going to close with the first DCA order. And then only 14% of the time, we're going to close with the second DCA order. The reality is that we're going to be making a whole lot more money when this second safety order is used or the second DCA order is used. So what do the colors mean? The colors mean which pairs are the most attractive to use for this strategy. That's essentially what they're telling us. So we want to be focusing on numbers that are basically averaged over here. So we want to find coins that have closed less than 57% of the time the base order. We want to see coins that have closed more than 25% of the time for the first DCA and more than 15% of the time for the second DCA. So a couple ones that highlight to me right now are Atom is green, ADA, Cardano is green. Over here, XLM, Stellar Lumens is actually one of the better ones. So while XRP is the example I have right now, it's not necessarily the best one. So why does this matter? What's so great about this? Well, the reason why this is so great is because when we have data to back up our decisions, then we can decide to allocate more of our funds into specific trading pairs for these signals. So before I go a lot further with this to give you even more insights, because I'm going to show you this actually in action on Altrady. I want to go back to why this is so powerful. When you can learn how to leverage an automated bot trading strategy, it will run alongside whatever you're doing actively, whether it's swing trading, scalping, all that fun stuff, and it's going to run while you're doing everything else, while you're asleep, while you're traveling, working, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. The other important part is that you shouldn't be afraid of negative price action. The reason why is because with negative price action, meaning when the price goes against us, this is actually our chance to make a whole lot more profit rather than it just closing every single trade from our base order. And we know statistically that we're going to be closing way more of our trades with that first order. But we're actually making a lot more money when we're using our DCA orders. And let me show you what that data looks like over here on Altrady. So Altrady, if you didn't see my other videos before, it's an automated trading platform. It's similar to 3 Commas or PioneX or Trade Santa or Crypto Hopper. There are lots of them. The reason why I love using Altrady is because it's the most secure and safe platform I've ever seen. They have a lot of security and safety measures in place. They are fantastic when it comes to analyzing data, and their trading terminal is out of this world incredible. It's fantastic. I want to show you a couple of things though here in the analytics section that will blow your mind, okay? Now, my win rate on here is 100%. That's not an exaggeration, and that's not me messing with the numbers. This is collected from all of the closed trades. How can 100% of my trades close in the green? Yes, we're in a bull market. Guess what? In a bear market, 100% of the trades will be closed in the green eventually. So this is how it works. When you follow a DCA strategy, you're going to have a 100% win rate. A lot of you are eking by with the 51% win rate, and you're doing an amazing job. But running an assistive strategy that has a 100% win rate, is going to help you to accumulate coins and tokens. You kind of get where this is going? Okay. So I've been running this specific bot. I wish it was for a lot longer, but I've only been running it for, I believe, where's my data? I think I'm zoomed in too much. I have to zoom out again. There we go. So I've been running this for 69 days. That was not on purpose. That is hilarious. So for about 70 days, it's made $100. Not a ton of profit, honestly. 7% though is passive profit. So if you have been sidelined for the better part of this bull run, you're not sure what to buy, you haven't done anything, well, you could have made 7% passively. Or think of it a different way. You're already making gains in other places, but you've been using the signals, and the signals have generated 7% on your portfolio or whatever you've put into it passively. So again, it's a complementary strategy. It's supposed to come alongside what you're already doing, not to replace what you're doing. Now, I want to get into some of this data because it's so good. First off, I've set up, I don't think I actually said it yet, so it's really important to mention this, that there will be days where you get no closed trades, just like in real life. Wow, fancy that. But there will be amazing days when all of a sudden you get a massive payday. Now, don't pay attention to the value here. $6 is not enough. But that's because I'm using a really wide data set. I'm not focusing and honing in on the coins that have the best performance. This is just a data collection bot. So there will be days where you have big paydays. There will be days where you have no payday and you're just waiting for trades to close. And it's worth saying that over here in our positions, all of these closed positions were once open and were once red as well. Part of DCA bot trading is getting used to seeing red. For instance, there's an open position now with Dash, and it's negative 1.3% right now. It's used up DCA order 1. Eventually, this is going to close in the green. I'm not really worried about it because at one time, all of these other 100 trades were red. But you can see they've all closed in the green because that's how it works. Let's go back to the analytics because I want to show you some more information down here. Yes, just steady, slow, and it's just making money, which is great, which is fantastic and exactly what it should be doing. It's just going up and to the right. Now, this is the information right here that I want to show you that is going to prove my point about DCA, okay? We can see that the average profit and loss for no DCA orders is about 17 cents. Not that great, to be honest, because I'm using, again, a very small amount because this is just for data collection purposes. But as soon as we have that one DCA order used, all of a sudden our average profit and loss is almost 2.5 times greater. And then with 2 DCA orders, now we're looking at $1.20 per trade, almost 10 times, not 10 times, but I would say like 9 times or 8 times more than our original profit and loss, or rather our original return. The reality is that we're going to be making way more money when there's negative price action. I'm salting this video and seasoning it with as many terms and as many observations that I possibly can into one, hopefully short and digestible video. But the reality that I want you to take away from this is that with DCA bot trading, you want to leverage the negative price action. You want DCA orders to get filled. You want the max possible volume to be used. And this is why. If we look at the total profit and loss generated from these signals, check this out. 153 positions, gasp, 59% of the time, more than half, we're closing with no DCA. And that's earned us $26. Okay? Now, this is the wild part. 73 or 28% of the time, which is pretty good, has earned us more than all 153 trades closed with just the base order. And our second DCA order is less than half of our 1 DCA orders that were filled here. Only 12% of our trades make up $37 of our total profit. 1/3 of our profits, actually a little bit more than that, is made up with our second DCA order. This is why this is so valuable, and it gets better. Now I can actually see here on Altrady which pairs have performed the best and the worst, which ones have generated the most profits, or which ones have been really, really slow. So there's a lot of information that I'm sharing with you here. And I really do hope that you're getting this and you're writing notes and you're taking this down. The main points that I want you to get from this video is that when you have data to back up strategies that are supposed to be assistive, not replacing, you can learn how to leverage signals that are automated to generate profits passively so that you can focus and hone in on the best performing assets that are generating the most profits to put more money into those worker bees, those trading pairs that are making more, or reduce the noise, have more funds into less pairs to generate more profit. The reality with these analytics is that these are 100% hands-free results. I haven't done anything to these other than flick the switch and turn it on. Now, in the description of this video below, I actually share a link to copy this exact bot. You don't have to understand all of the ins and outs of how to set it up. But with that said, I want to leave you with a couple of notes and some tips. If you're going to use a DCA bot trading strategy, and we have a massive pullback, if you sell at a loss, you will be setting yourself back big time. I did a video about this on my own YouTube channel and going with the idea of, okay, how long would it take for you to make back a loss if you're down like 50% on a position? And the data for this one trade showed that you would have to, and this doesn't even take into account how much money was lost if you decided to panic sell, it would take you over a year to make back what you decide to panic sell, instead of just sitting on your hands and letting this complementary assistive strategy, not central strategy, assistive strategy, just do its thing. So if you're going to use a DCA bot strategy, you need to follow the trading plan. You need to learn how DCA bot trading works. I have videos on my own YouTube channel. I've talked a little bit about DCA here. I haven't talked too much about DCA strategy, and I'll make a point to talk about that more here on Coin Bureau Trading. But understand that there is a specific strategy that goes along with these signals. Now, there will be other signals that are available on other platforms that have their own settings. The settings go with the strategy. Don't superimpose the settings here for the TBT signals with whatever signal you want. They are honed in for specific trading pairs, specific time frames with specific indicator settings to generate the performance that you see. Now, can you create, this is the interesting part, can you create your own signals using a trading view alert, be it RSI, the TBO, Ichimoku Cloud, moving average, stuff like that? Yes, you can. Can you develop your own DCA strategy using any signal you want on TradingView and send those alerts to Altrady to start a position? Yeah, you can. The reason why I'm focusing on the TBT signals for this video is because they're free. They don't cost anything. The subscription to Altrady costs something, but you get to use these free signals on that platform or Pinex or 3 Commas. But yes, you can make your own strategy using your own secret sauce, your own settings for signals and things like that. But understand that the signal is only one part of the magic sauce, okay? You need a good signal, but the strategy is just, or if not more important than the signal itself. You can have an amazing signal, but if you have terrible strategy, it's going to be a bad strategy. It's not going to work out. The other thing I want to tell you, the third point here, 1, 2, 3, is that you need to adapt a DCA bot strategy if you're going to do DCA. You don't have to do DCA. You could just do a simple buy and sell. But depending on what you're doing, you might have to incur some losses or use a stop loss. I don't use that strategy, but some of you might want to. Now, there's a lot of flexibility and granularity when it comes to this. You can be as super duper unique and incredibly complex as you want, or you can use something that's simpler, which the TBT signals are meant to be slow, safe, conservative, ideal for entry-level bot trading. So In this masterclass, you've learned a lot in a short amount of time. The main things I want you to take away from this is that DCA bot trading works so long as you follow the strategy. And it works best when you learn how to absorb negative price action. Because when we fill up those DCA orders and the price bounces up, we're actually making a whole lot more money. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have used other trading platforms before and other signals and things like that. I would love to know what you've used and what's been really effective for you in the comments below. I am not going to be reading any of those like, well, you have to try this, you have to try this. I'm just curious. I'm just going to be perusing the comments down below. But I would love for you to write down what platforms have you used, what signals have you used, what do you like about it, things like that. Again, DCA bot trading is not for everyone, but for all those busy people that are watching these channels and you've given me a little bit of your time out of the day, thank you, to learn about this. Understand that when you understand this, when you get it, and when you lock in with the strategy, you can really learn how to automate a passive income strategy using DCA bots. So let me know what you think of the video down below in the comments. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.